Siemanko, Liskę z tej strony, witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gameplayami z trailerami i zaczynamy od Final Fantasy XVI. Tak jest, mamy tutaj parę trailerków pod rząd z Final Fantasy, a później zobaczymy co jeszcze wskoczy, więc nie przedłużając, zaczynajmy. Pięknie. No, trochę mamy tych takich trailerków z Final Fantasy. Krótkie, bo krótkie, ale będą. Uff. 40 000 damage, nieźle. Not bad at all. Dum. Uff. 32 000, nieźle, kurde, na 21 levelu. No to jakieś kombosy, kurde, dlatego tyle damage'a. Story focused mode. Ooh. Keeping things simple. O, auto wait jest? Kurde. Party members. Pięknie. Zestegerowane. Torgal? Nie wiem, co to jest. O, jego piesek. Ale combo. Ładne combo. Icons. Moce ikonów. Bahamuta. Nieźle. Nieźle. Czemu mamy następne? Layers of Fear. O tak. My już na stronę skończyliśmy grać w Layers of Fear. A na YouTubach się nie będą pojawiać odcineczki.
I once had it all. My palate was sated, nostrils stimulated, standing venerated. And one day, you took everything away but shame and pain. I'm still not sure what game you're playing, but I'm back. I'm taking what's mine.
Jest. Piękny horrorek, polski w dodatku. O! GYLD? Co to jest?
Just vanished one day.
Jilt?
Most people lost hope after a few weeks. They just stopped looking. But I'm not giving up.
Jilt? Co to jest Jilt? Survivor horror?
Come here.
Smart. Precious.
Emily? Don't be afraid. Leave me alone. Emily? You're just another monster.
Jilt. Naprawdę tych horrorków to jest masakra jakaś. Ostatnio. Ever Slout Invasion?
Blow through these lands once again. Fire and death will rain down upon us until we are but specks of ash. Will you not help us, cleric? Will the order not cast its light against the shadow that will soon come for us all?
Ever Slots. Crusaders Knights 3. Tours and
My mother
tournaments.
said that if an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared.
The king is down.
Obviously.
The queen is
Those
down.
women. To teach my dear wife that valuable lesson. She will learn that real strategy requires cunning.
Oh. Okay. The Elder Scrolls Online Necrom.
Contains enough knowledge to encompass 100,000 lifetimes. And with that knowledge comes immense power.
Yes, infinite power.
I will allow you to wield a fraction of it.
Fraction.
You help avert the fate I have foreseen.
Prosto w plecki. Pięknie. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, let's go!
Link. You are our final hope.
Okej. Rip out. 13 minut, tak? Jakiś gameplay z alfy? No jak nie, alfa całkiem nieźle to wygląda. O, dał. Mechaniczno-biologiczne. W sumie to my też tak trochę tacy... Czy nie? W sumie to nie, no obie ręce mamy, widzę. W sumie nie wiem, co to jest zamontowane. Jeszcze ktoś coś ziomkowi pisze. To słychać Steama. What the? O lol, same drzwi to kurde ten? Przeciwnik? Nieźle. O, dobre pistoleciki. Ciekawe. Też jesteśmy jakimś chyba takim elo mutantem. Bo te kroki takie dziwne są. Może to cały skafander taki jest. Okej, dobra, a przewijmy sobie trochę dalej. Tu jest jakiś chyba kopik? Nie wiem co to jest w sumie. O, kopik. Nie mam mili. Szkoda. Może gdzieś tam powykańczać. Uff. Co my tutaj mamy? Żadnego bossa w sumie? Może... Nie no, to nie jest boss też. Normalne stworki. Niezła rzeźnia. Destiny 2 Lightfall. Czy to było na tyle? Dead Hook.
you like shooters with interesting VR mechanics, adrenaline
VR-ka.
action, and thoughtful gunplay, we have a great game for you. Dead Hook is an explosive mix of roguelike and shooter genre with brutal combat and captivating storytelling. The game is inspired by classic arena shooters. Let's dive into the core gameplay loop. Having prepared for the run on your spaceship called Raven, you teleport straight to Resurrect, a planet swarming with deadly infernals and anomalies. The enemies are ferocious. They will try to tear
Infernale
you
jakieś?
melt you down with projectiles, deal AoE damage, disarm you, kill you from invisibility, and do other dirty tricks. The foes won't let you hide behind cover, resulting in highly dynamic gameplay. Even running on the ground may not be enough for you to survive. Fortunately, you have hooks to soar skyward at lightning speed, maneuver in the air, and pull yourself towards enemies, crushing their bones. To push the infernals back, you will need a weapon. Out of the arsenal of more than 10 distinctive guns, of both Earthern and alien origin, let's start with the timeless classic, a shotgun. Puncher, just like any other weapon in the game, comes in one of 6 rarity levels, which affect its characteristics and alternative fire modes. You can upgrade the rarity of your weapon throughout the run or find a new one in hollow burns to adjust your build. By default, Puncher is a powerful shotgun with low accuracy but high damage, a weapon capable of taking down enemies in a few shots in melee. During the course of this run, the player has found an amplifier called Large Shells, which decreases the number of pellets but enhances their damage. Later on, they acquired the Chocobo amplifier to balance out the former by increasing magazine size, removing vertical spread, and, as a result, boosting the effective range of the weapon. As a cherry on top comes another amplifier and weapon upgrade that took the shotgun to the 6th rarity stage. Now it is much easier for the player to kill enemies. Each subsequent hit becomes more powerful, and you can also do this.
Oh!
The shotgun is one of the most conventional classic weapons. Dead Hook has more to offer.
Wzięli to ten z Dead Space'a.
VR at its core. Structurally, the game is divided into different biomes, each of them featuring its unique enemies and bosses. To get to the boss, you need to fight through hordes of infernals, tackle elite enemies, complete special challenges like time trials, and learn story pieces. You can think of Hades, Risk of Rain 2, or Gunfire Reborn as a general example. Each run is unique, as rooms and arenas are procedurally generated from a pool of handcrafted levels, and your build can be adjusted on the fly, whether you want to bombard the foes with raining missiles, or make combo kills with a single well-aimed shot to the head. Dead Hook features a complete storyline. You will embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of Resurrect and AI duality as Adam Stone, a mercenary, smuggler, thief, and devoted husband. We will tell you more about the story in a separate trailer, which is coming soon. There is also an extra immersion toggle in the settings that allows you to minimize game interfaces. Dead Hook is a complex game with high replayability. In this video, we haven't touched on most of its content yet, from other guns and special abilities to constant upgrades and bosses. Dead Hook is coming to MetaQuest headsets on June 29th. Wishlist it now to get notified when the game is out. And join our Discord server to learn more about the story and other cool things we have up our sleeve.
Tak jest, jeśli ktoś ma VR-kę, no to proszę bardzo, takie nosie.
짓밟아주겠어.
Get ready for the next battle. Section 8. New challenger. Run.
소용없어. 차분한 시합이었어.
Fist meets fate. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Idzie na mobilki. Okej. Nie, to jest na EA? Nie, no dobrze mówię, mobilki. Rip out. Street Fighter 6. Open Beta, Characters i Battle System. Okay.
What's going on, everyone? Vicious here to welcome you all to part 1 of the open beta video series. Today we're going to focus on the characters available in the open beta, the different control types, as well as the new drive system mechanics. With the Street Fighter 6 open beta coming up between May 19th through May 21st, this is the primer you need to get yourself ready in the world of Street Fighter 6. Now, let's get right into it. During the open beta, you'll get to pick and play the following 8 characters.
Let us begin.
Ryu, Chun-Li, Luke,
A sorki. Nie widziałem czatku na moment. Siema Angela. Siema. Hello stuff. Hello.
Kimberly.
Did I get Jacket Alliance Unfinished Business in Polish? No, not yet, bro.
Now, whether you're a seasoned veteran or a brand new player giving Street Fighter 6 a try, Street Fighter 6 offers several control types within the game.
Ja nie widziałem czatku. Jaki stres? Nie.
Two control types available to the
Chilek, Angela, chilek.
The classic control and the modern control. The classic control type reflects the traditional 6-button layout everyone is used to recalling. 3 sets of punches and 3 sets of kick buttons, all available ranging from light, medium, and hard attacks. This control type is mostly
dużo tych trailerów? Bardzo dużo. Weszli, bardzo dużo mamy jeszcze. Czasowo mniej więcej? Nie wiem, jak jeszcze z 20 minut albo coś w tym stylu, nie?
Modern control offers 4 main buttons: light attacks, medium attacks, heavy attacks, and special move attacks.
Zawsze tak. Mniej więcej z godzinki oglądamy trailery.
Super arts are also accessible by pressing the special move button plus the heavy attack button. Including the directional inputs with this combination will give you access to a character's super arts from level 1.
Albo można automatycznie.
All the way to level 3. There is also an assist button which gives access to 3 types of assist combos with a simple command of holding the assist button and pressing either the light, medium,
to jest coś dla mnie. Dla takiego starego dziadka jak ja. Żeby nie musiał się męczyć z tymi kombosami. Spoko. Naprawdę spoko wygląda.
Street Fighter VI introduces a brand new system mechanic called the drive system. This system mechanic is the backbone of what makes Street Fighter VI innovative, fresh, and adaptable to all styles of play. In the following sections, we will discuss the various mechanics tied to the drive system, starting with Overdrive. Drive attacks, or simply known as OD attacks, are familiar looking to most fighting game veterans as they are the enhanced versions of a character's special moves. These moves consume 2 stocks of the drive gauge, and like most of the drive mechanics, will start to replenish itself over time. Try to experiment with as many overdrive attacks as you can to see what kind of advantages a character can get while landing them. But be sure to save some of those resources for the next technique we're about to show you, the Drive Impact. Drive Impact makes its debut in Street Fighter VI. Both beautiful and dangerous, Drive Impact is a universal attack available to all characters. This attack takes up 1 stock of drive gauge and has armor that can blow through attacks. Using Drive Impact is especially dangerous in the corner. Be wary though, while Drive Impact is a very deadly tool, being predictable with it can lead to your own demise. With classic controls, execute this move by pressing hard punch and hard kick at the same time. You're also able to set it to 1 button in both classic and modern controls.
Pięknie.
Feel free to assign this attack to any free button that suits your comfort zone. The next mechanic, Drive Parry, is one of the main defensive mechanisms offered in Street Fighter VI. This can be used to turn the tide of a match in your favor. In classic controls, execute Drive Parry by pressing medium punch and medium kick at the same time. Modern controls has its own dedicated Drive Parry button, which can also be mapped out to a player's button preference. Drive Parry enables the ultimate defense, as it can immediately defend all attacks, whether it's a high or low attack. However, it is susceptible to throw attacks, so try not to be too predictable as it could lead to a huge disadvantage. Drive Parry can be performed instantly and can also be held down. The drive gauge instantly starts reducing once activated, so be sure to use this wisely. If executed at a specific timing, Drive Parry will result in a perfect parry, causing a slowdown and enabling a huge punish not usually available from a regular parry. The Drive Parry can also be used as an opportunity
to jest na mojej watchliście, która jest prywatna.
Upcoming mechanic, the Drive Rush. Drive Rush is another powerful tool that is available to the entire cast. Drive Rush can be performed in 2 ways. Method 1 is done by drive parrying and tapping forward twice in order to dash out of it. This method only costs 1 bar after canceling out of the parry and enables certain follow-up attacks that can be advantageous on hit or block, opening up new ways to advance on your opponent. Method 2 can be done by tapping forward twice after any cancelable normal attack. This method consumes 3 drive gauge stocks, as it is a very powerful tool at all levels of play. The final drive system mechanic is Drive Reversal. Drive Reversal enables a counterattack after blocking an initial attack and uses up 2 stocks of drive gauge. Drive Reversal can help with getting out of your opponent's tricky offense. In classic controls, Drive Reversal can be executed by pressing forward, hard punch, and hard kick at the same time while blocking. In modern controls, Drive Reversal can be done by pressing forward and Drive Impact at the same time after blocking as well. The drive system mechanic enables all kinds of offensive and defensive tactics that can cater to your own unique playstyle. However, if you overextend by using too much drive gauge, blocking too many attacks, or even getting hit with certain attacks, once your drive gauge is depleted, your character will enter burnout state. While in Burnout, you will be unable to use any of the drive system mechanics until you fully recover your drive gauge. Manage your resources well and avoid burnout state at all costs, especially near the corner. That's all I've got for now, but hey, don't forget, the Street Fighter 6 open beta begins from May 19th through May 21st. Street Fighter 6 is the official game of the Capcom Pro Tour, and it's starting summer 2023. Winning any CPT online event means you've qualified for Capcom Cup and have an opportunity to win the $1 million grand prize. So, visit CapcomProTour.com for more details and tournament rules. We'll see you all at the Pro Tour. The Street Fighter 6 demo is also now available to download. Check it out now for a sneak peek into the game. As always, thanks for watching and stay tuned for part 2 in the series as we go over the much anticipated Street Fighter 6 Battle Hub. We'll see you all for the next one.
Pięknie. Silika. Boty atakują.
In the year 2351, we discovered Balturus.
Ale już wyczyszczone.
Thousands of light years from Earth. Buried beneath the silica crystals, we found Balterium. An element so unique, it has the potential to power our society for generations to come. When we first landed there, we thought we were alone. We could not be more wrong.
Są do jakiegoś Discorda. Co jakiś czas są zawsze jakieś boty. Gdzie trzeba albo zbanować słowo jakieś, albo część słowa. I tak dalej, i tak dalej. Ale spoko. Jeszcze reporciki pójdą, to w ogóle kąt nie będzie. Tak to się robi. O, Diablo 4. Co tu mamy ciekawego z Diablo 4? A New Saga? To taki chyba podsumowujący. Inside the game. Yep.
The story in Diablo 4 will appeal to both new players and hardcore Diablo fans. And when writing this next chapter, we really wanted to return to our darker roots.
Sanctuary is in a very interesting state right now. It's 50 years after Reaper of Souls from Diablo 3, where half of the population was exterminated by an archangel. The world has seen quite a bit of changes, quite a bit of scarring from its wounds that have not totally healed.
In these years of death and decimation, power vacuums have opened up and been filled by various factions you'll actually get to interact with in Diablo 4. Heroes of the past that we've known and loved have long since faded into memory, as well as an iconic order known as the Haradrim.
The world is a bit broken and wounded, and it's in this fragile state that Inarius and Lilith return, and they are the makers of Sanctuary, and their return may not mean the best for humanity.
Before Sanctuary was created, the heavens and the hells were battling each other in a non-stop war. Our Sanctuary was created by disenfranchised rebel angels and demons that wanted out. They didn't want to be a part of this never-ending war because there was literally no point. Two of those people were Inarius and Lilith.
Lilith is a demon and Inarius is an angel. They were part of the eternal conflict between heaven and hell, in which they were constantly fighting with each other.
When Lilith captured Inarius, she was ready to torture him, but when she learned that they're of like mind, she became his partner in crime. They stole a singular, most important object known as the World Stone, a massive, iconic, mountain-sized gem that has the ability of creation.
Inarius and Lilith helped to create the world of Sanctuary.
And that's where the name of the world comes from. It was their sanctuary to hide away from the eternal conflict.
They both have similar goals, but as an angel and as a demon have different ways of going about it.
Inevitably, it wasn't going to last. They've clashed multiple times throughout the history of the Diablo universe, and the last time they met, Inarius banished Lilith from the world and locked her in this realm of darkness.
We wouldn't see Lilith again until the cinematic by 3 They Come, when a mysterious figure pulled her back into Sanctuary and set her loose on the world she helped create.
Inarius also suffered when the heavens found out where he was and what he had done, that he had created this world. He was punished and handed over to the burning hells as a peace offering.
Because of these two experiences, both Lilith and Inarius do share that they were betrayed and they've been disillusioned. That does not mean that they get along.
There's this rare moment in time where Inarius and Lilith are back on the world.
It is them fighting each other with humanity as their battleground.
When the story of Diablo 4 begins, this wanderer is trudging through the snowstorm in a place called the Fractured Peaks. Really, they're just looking for some shelter.
The player character in Diablo 4 is whoever the player wants to be. Are they running from something? Are they running to something? What kind of a person are they? We leave that up to them to decide.
They are seeking refuge from this blistering cold that saturates everything within the Fractured Peaks. They find a cave, and it is that moment where they're pulled into the bigger events of Sanctuary, these monumental moments that will be taking place that will shape and shake the world. It has been 50 years since Malthael, the aspect of death, culled about 50% of humanity. Humans struggle to survive in that 50
Nie przyszedł z łóżka? A co ci jest?
The humanity itself is trapped between the high heavens and the burning hells, and each are trying to influence humanity in their own way. The player is asked to save Sanctuary by a specific character that we actually remember from Reaper of Souls. His name is Lorath Nar.
Lorath in Diablo 4 is not the same Lorath from Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. He's a changed man. He was a member of the Herodrim. And the Herodrim is this secretive order of scholars and mages who protect the world from demons and other supernatural threats.
Lorath is much older and weathered from the things that he's seen. He is struggling with who he is with the Herodrim and even without the Herodrim.
When Lorath learns of the player's interactions with a being that he remembers very well, he pulls him into this mission to stop Lilith.
They will need to try to figure out a way to survive in the world of Sanctuary in all of its turmoil since Lilith has come back. We have a lot of new characters that you'll be experiencing in the world of Sanctuary. One of them is Prava. She leads the Cathedral of Light. The Cathedral of Light is a militaristic faction led by Inarius. Inarius is the ultimate supreme leader, but she handles the day-to-day.
She acts as a bridge between Inarius and the other followers of the Cathedral of Light.
She was at rock bottom when Inarius met her. As you can imagine, on Sanctuary, life is brutal. Inarius uplifted her and taught her the tenets of the Cathedral of Light.
Ever since then, she's become his most loyal, fervent follower. She would do anything for him, and she just really believes in what he stands
czyli jakieś przeziębienie. Przewiało.
Is in various states of bitterness. You're seeing a faction that has done as much good as necessarily bad. You as a player get to decide how you feel about those actions, and Prava will be at the forefront of all of it.
Donan, he's one of the Herodrim. He is this very gifted mage who also is a scholar. We find him in this place called Scotland, where he's made a name for himself and become something of a hero. In Diablo 4, we'll find out what Donan's relationship with Lorath is and the Herodrim and how he became a hero in this place. Neyrelle is this young adventurer. She has traveled the world with her mother, looking for lost artifacts. She's spent her life going through old ruins and reading old texts and learning these arcane things. Together, they're searching for the remnants of the Herodrim. They believe in finding that, they'll find some purpose.
She is someone who is very intent on stopping Lilith, so she becomes a very strong ally for you and for Lorath throughout the game.
It's through her actions that Lorath and the group that you will follow will come to contend against Lilith.
Something that we tried to do from a narrative perspective is create people that are living in a very dark place, but still trying their best.
Ciekawe właśnie, jak to będzie z drugim sezonem Diablo. Czy Diablo 4 ożyje. To ciekawe jest.
We wanted to ground them in the circumstances of the world and make them feel real and relatable.
Mnie troszkę zaciekawili tym drugim sezonem, więc pewnie badam w październiku.
We wanted to create around people, not just the apocalyptic elements that surround the story, and that's something that we really sought to bring to you as a part of the Diablo narrative.
Lilith is free, she has some followers, and she's back on her old business. She's gonna corrupt us or try to turn us to her side for her own ends.
The story of Lilith and Inarius is the darkest story we've ever told, and it expands the mythos of Sanctuary and the lore of the series like never before.
Dave the Diver. Sushi? Sushi? Ale wielka ośmiornica. Black Desert Online. Kolejny jakiś dodatek, ciekawe. Land of the Morning Light. Humanity. Okej.
You are all-powerful service dogs. Guide people to the goal in action puzzle levels of story mode. Then make your own levels or browse and play levels created by other users. Plus optional VR mode. The ultimate TV game, Humanity! Available now.
Terry's Land.
A new world awaits. As Frost's grip wanes, chill whispers begin. Under a millennium of ice, bury the whispers of ancient gods. On the fertile lands.
A mi też się zdarzało grać w Black Desert. I to też nie małą ilość godzin. Ale zawsze później nie było z kim grać. Straszny nacisk był na jakieś gildie, klany i tak dalej. Jak się nie miało właśnie takiej ekipy, no to później było jak było. Generalnie w MMO jakoś długo nie jestem w stanie zasiedzieć. A próbowałem różnych MMO. Widać, lubię bardzo duże urozmaicenia. To nie tylko jedna gra.
Destiny. Let's rally forces again. Rise and fight. Be the brave warriors of Taurus land.
Tarisling? Co to jest w ogóle? No, to jest jakieś MMO za ten free to play. Ciekawe. A, to jest od Tencenta. No tak swoją drogą to Techland został przyjęty przez Tencent. Nie wiem, czy słyszeliście. Masakra, nie? Polskie studio już nie jest polskie, jest chińskie. No, zobaczymy, co to przyniesie nam. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition.
Look to the north, my lord. The battle is starting.
There are those among us who still believe
Among
in
Us?
Rome.
Sus?
Sargon seemed to have descended from heaven to rule the world.
Lead us, Sargon.
How can a man make a name for himself when titans roam the stage of the world?
This is the end of the road for you, Antigonus.
Emperor Domitian's soldiers' blood is the currency of power plays.
Zapomniałem, że tego typu gierki mają też spoko kampanię, nie?
Domitian calls on us to quash the rebellion of one Saturninus. When Rome calls, I must go.
We must go! I tak to jest właśnie, ludziska. To tyle na ten dzisiejszy odcineczek, także dzięki wielkie za oglądanie i widzimy się już niedługo w kolejnej. Trzymajcie się.